Hold on. There's no middle ground.
No.
It's like either you have to be straight up or you can like look over relaxed. I was trying to find a middle ground for a while. I go try to get, that position. But it's like you're either going to look like this.
Good day, guys. So welcome to another podcast here at the Antigua and Barbuda Science Innovation Park. My name is Tito Thomas, UNAP's Innovation Specialist here at the Antigua and Barbuda Science Innovation Park. Again, music is very important, especially in these times that we're living in right now. So this is the reason why you guys are here today, pretty much. We have musician. And we have musician in terms of artist, writer.
I still haven't got the fingers as
right.
Yeah.
So the writer,
and
then I have a writer, producer, sometimes a singer as well. Too.
Yeah, try to go in the background.
All
Just
right,
backups.
So Burga, Herbert, Joseph, Dennis the Menace Roberts. Welcome, guys.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
Appreciate it.
All right, so for those who don't know, Menace, you're part of the genre soca music here in Antigua and Barbuda. It's the Caribbean genre. You recently had, success last year. First time.
Copying the crowd. But I've been knocking on the door for a good while now. Yeah. Since the inception in 2014, I've been scraping at that lovely pitch trying to get the nugget.
Yeah.
And I finally got it last year then. Kobe just stopped me with track.
You got it in two ways, actually. You got it both writing and...
COVID gave you extra years.
Extra years. So
most people have 2 years. 2 years reigning. The longest reigning soca monarch champion.
In Antigua history. Yeah. Back to back.
And you won back to back by even effortlessly.
Yeah. It was a good year.
And I have Burga, Herbert, Joseph, producer, both dancehall, R&B, everything, bro.
Music
in general.
Music. Jim, the writer, mentor.
Yeah. Listen, everything.
Arranger.
Director.
Vibes, man.
See, the bad part is that, it's jack of all trades or master.
Oh, no, but this is jack.
Hey, miss me with the master now. You master the writing and the producing. I can give you that.
I got those. Cool. I just say it's talent, and they say it's talent is blessings, or it's luck, or whatever you call it. But.
So let's get a history of to your boat, right? So Burga, with you, what got you into this music industry, and how it started?
Music is just singing. It's just love music. From young, it was like patting on the table and the desk in school, bang, bang. So it's rhythm, and then you start singing, then you start battling somebody in the class. So you start.
Oh, that's clash too.
Yeah,
man.
Regular lunchtime thing. You make up song in the class. The friends will start boost you up. Yeah, man, you're bad. Then you start writing. Then I started to play with recording from a young age because we had cassette decks. But that old. Don't slow me.
We had that one too, because the first time we recorded from cassette.
So I had a little mic, plug it in, and record from cassette on the rhythm to another cassette on the rhythm, and started tampering with that. Then I got a VCR video recorder. The mic was clean. So then I started recording better quality. Then you go from there to computers. It got better and better in the studio.
Right now, until you're a legend. Until you're a legend now.
That's a big name, legend.
Menace, what about you?
It.
Basically the same background. All of us started tampering in different genres. We started with dancehall, as you may know, because we were both
correct.
Coming up, and we had both fathers who were in the industry.
Correct.
So after a while, hearing all the noise in the background, you have to take it in sometime. As you know, it's subconsciously not really studying what's going on, but it just go into it daily. So it just happened. It happened by fate, but it was destined to happen.
Yeah, that was the path that you had to choose.
That's true. And like I say, a basketball player naturally goes to play basketball. When you see somebody is dancing, naturally a dancer. When you're an artist, you're a singer, you're naturally a singer. When somebody come and tell me, I want to be a singer, I say, you're a singer, or you're not a singer, because it just happens naturally.
But you can train me. I consider myself a singer,
What do you consider yourself, though?
An entertainer.
I have a loud voice. Even though when we argue, so we just get your attention. I'm saying, hey! And I think that's the unique part about me. My voice just captivate people.
But that's the point I'm trying to get at, because even, I'll give you an example. Just the other day, I was somewhere and I called you. Normally, I don't keep my phone to my ear, so I speakerphone. And by the time you say, hey, bro, what's up? The person say, whoo, that voice, that have to be Menace. I was like, oh, you can pick up on that. He's like, yo, it's the most unique, sexy. I was like, okay, that's the good point.
I was just in the room there behind the Burga. I was telling you, your voice and my voice, you can't really sell voice notes because
you can always
pick us out. So it's a blessing and a curse.
Listen, right now, when it comes to commercial, I can say, okay, Burga that.
That's the voice.
And as much as he tried, coming down to the end,
I tried.
you can know Burga. Definitely.
It's like if you hear Crocker's voice, you're gonna.
Oh no,
Crocker's,
come on.
yeah.
That's a very unique voice for
Oh, yeah,
real.
that unique voice.
And actually, he's a mentor to us as well too. I mean,
course.
in the early Eminem music days. So
Okay,
guys,
that's good. That's good.
yeah.
Everything
So guys,
flames
we're
is
in
going.
the era right now where we're on a global pandemic. How much have that affected the music industry from a writer, singer, performer, producer?
We want to go.
You run first, brother, because
All right,
we're tallying the stats over here.
I would say it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet because what happened it starts over with entertainment and being able to sell the package. So therefore, if an artist can't get out there and perform, it cuts his income. So if it cuts his income as far as performance, then or a platform, because they're killing the whole platform, but you can't put music out there. So you have to scale back to social media. But they have made a way to properly make it financially beneficial for a person to be an artist and social media and still collect the funds, because live is where you collect the funds in that form. So if you're not putting out the songs out there, you're not getting that chance to expose the songs, there's less recordings happening. So of course there's less recordings happening and there's no income to pay the studios, so the studios not getting the financial. The bands are not working as much, so there's not as much work. The artists, so there's just a lot less happening that could bring finances in. So from the financial point of view, I would say it's a struggle and everybody's hoping. And I see things are happening. Ways are happening slowly. I think we're going to evolve. We don't have a choice but evolve. There's going to be a way for us to make it make sense, because music will always happen, no matter what. Yeah, it's just like it took a little dip. It slowed down, especially for soca. I see the dancehall artists, then I stop.
Yeah. That's the
I
beauty
noticed
about
the soca artists slowed down a little bit.
I think because soca is a happy music. Soca is very
That's
happy.
a good point.
Right now, we're not you can't say we're the best of times.
No.
We're grateful, but it's not the best of times.
Yeah, you wake up in the morning, just wake up, thank you Jesus, and put on a jumpy soca. You don't really get it. They might hit on reggae.
Yeah, reggae, yes.
Get your vibes.
Oh, give me strength.
Yeah, the French and all that, you see. So, I think because of that, dancehall is more rounded in certain areas. But soca is getting there. Because you have the voices and so that's giving you that motivational song.
Tia Winter, Claudia Peters, that have been putting on you yourself as well. Thinking about
that as much as we should have, really.
Sure.
Or would normally do. Because it's like, realistically, if Menace have a song and he know this song is a bad song, why am I going to put it out now?
I'm actually doing it right now.
But this is my thing though. But this is my question though. Granted, the pandemic is not giving us the opportunity, or have not given us the opportunity, or actually stopped us from performing, right? Bringing in the added revenue. But can't we get that revenue from, advertisements, doing a live, getting somebody to sponsor the live, as you mentioned? But normally, in order to do that, you would need new content.
True, but guess what? The thing about it is that has been happening anyway. So it's like there's been the lives, there's been everything, there's been this royalties, but no, it's just a big chunk of it has been cut off.
Yeah, the sectors also that support the soca music are struggling too. So everybody's struggling.
There's a big chunk cut off.
Because one of the benefits, as we just mentioned just now, is that here in the Caribbean, especially on the eastern side with us as soca artists mainly, we do have dancehall and reggae artists, right? But because soca is so dominant and so powerful here in our region, as opposed to Jamaica and other countries, that's what we mostly pay.
Yeah.
Right now, what I've seen is like a
switch.
Right, a lot of dancehall artists right now, reggae artists right now. Even our friend Arlen releases his track as well too, which is a more pop, pop soul type of feel, and it's getting. I've known that he has released songs before, great songs, but locally the traction's not there. Today, I'm on social media and everybody's just reposting his song, talking about the song. The dancehall fraternity now is up. So you can say that is an upside to
There's upside. And the content as well. Right now, people, because we're not audience, is not as busy and fast, people are paying more attention to lyrical content. And before, it was just hook. Hook would work because that's it. But now, you better make sure the body of your song
and the creativity
of it is full. So it's not just about the hook.
Let me introduce the brother. In terms of you have a better knowledge base of that. But in the past times, when soca was a bit more seasonal, you usually find after Carnival, it was a sharp cut. Then it went into the dancehall phase. In the quick December, Christmas. Then by March, April, you find soca getting back that momentum. But usually, maybe in our era, where soca had a longer stretch.
Correct.
I figure the COVID actually
shortened it.
Regressed us
to no stretch.
I think Carnival played a big role in that as well.
Looking for the Carnival, I don't know. So I'm not sure if the dancehall is up because it's up or because there's no soca. Because you play soca, soca.
I think it's a bit of both. Because I don't think with as much songs coming out. There's not as much soca.
But this is
and there's still dancehall beating on your throat, so they have them. And there are a lot of new artists popping out too,
Correct. That's what I'm saying.
Open the door. So like if the old artists and them, the seasoned artists don't watch their back, they might not be relevant when the next era or the next wave come back around.
You think so?
I think Antigua is a very good country in that aspect. Antigua don't let go the stars easily. Hold on until the
we pretty much idolize our stars.
Yes, we hold them very dear to our heart. Once you make it into that top ranking, man, we hold it tight, man. We hold it tight.
No matter how good the song be,
artists try to push up their head, and we don't give them that extra.
Here's the thing: now is the time. No, I'm used to no, and I say like now is the time to just cut the mic.
Yeah, man.
Like right now is the ideal time. If some young artists were to come out and just bombard the place with some great songs, is the perfect time. And and the thing is, me my age now is showing it, because I remember the time where Smarty Jr., I can talk and say that about Smarty Jr. in that era there. That's how we feel about the artists now. Remember Sleepy was at the top of the food chain.
Correct.
I mean, I was in the era where everybody have their time. So right now is at this time with the T and the Claudette, Menace, the Jews and so forth.
Yeah.
At our time. But there is going to be at some point in our life where it transitions. You will be a legend and a great.
And I do see young artists emerging, especially in the soca industry. I just remember mentioning to Menace, I think it's MJ, right?
Yeah.
He had the song, Mating Season last year. This year, he had a song on the radio, and surprisingly, I thought that artists like these, like the new artists that just come in, wouldn't, after the first year, given the global pandemic, they wouldn't release any music. And he released a song that was it's a soca song, but it's a song that you can listen given the times that we're in right now. And he's still, making, so I see, he have a little bit of future. We talk about the financial aspect of things. Will there be more live concerts after the global pandemic, post COVID-19? Do you think that it will happen? Do you think it's going to be a slow transition? Do you think it's going to happen drastically, or do you think it's going to be like a thing of the past and everybody's going to go digital?
I think it's going to happen. The question is if it's going to be a post-pandemic. At what point are we going to stop wearing masks?
What we're doing now is trying to watch other countries and see what they're doing and think it is being a good I don't want to use guinea pig, but
leader.
Innovator.
That's the word that we use.
They're
being innovative,
Because what they're doing now, they're doing the virtual concerts with limited capacity.
Yes.
So even though they're doing a soca model, they give you 100 persons or patrons to attend. I think that's the way we're going to adjust it a little bit.
Quality.
I mean, somebody has to test the product, test it out first, and then come back and tell us, listen, this is what the situation is. This is what we learned. These are what we learned from this experience. The do's and don'ts, what we should have taken into consideration. And then hopefully by next year, we could,
I think we're going to get there. It's going to take time, but I don't think Corona is going anywhere.
Do you think, though? I mean, again, given the times that we're in, it's a possibility that, it's going to be something that's with us for,
Work on the vaccine, bro.
The vaccine.
Yeah.
But this is my question, though. Given now, in terms of social media, right, post-pandemic, do you think that the attention span of it's already declining? I mean, before we used to have an album with 15 songs, now albums are coming with 7. Do you think after the pandemic, given that everyone spends so much time on the internet, watching, following and all that, do you think it's going to be a problem to keep their attentions after the country open up?
That's one of my biggest fears, keeping the attention span of the listener.
It is going to be a problem.
We actually did a seminar here where you gave me some knowledge in terms of, I think it's 30 seconds.
Yeah, correct.
Right now,
because
give you 30 seconds, so we're adjusting to the social media platform. So if they go 15 seconds, we start get attention span of, I think TikTok is less than that.
It could be less.
I don't know. I'm not TikTok.
So right now, if you don't do anything between them, Instagram gave us a minute. So they
Correct.
break the song
59
to a
seconds,
minute,
pretty much, yeah.
to a minute.
Yeah.
And everything was structured into a minute. Get that punchline, that joke
Information
inside
over
in
a
a
minute.
minute. No, we done the 30 seconds. Oh boy.
Because that's what I'm seeing with the songs nowadays, right? Before
shorter,
a song used to
shorter.
be at least minimum five minutes.
yes, five.
No, it's like
it's
2
dropping,
minutes,
it's
and
there.
I feel bad because listen, I have a few artists, and sometimes you're getting 2 songs in one, and I'm like, this could have been 2 songs. I don't want 2 songs in one.
I know you have
So
to come
is
with,
it
you have to come with punch,
Punch,
hook.
yeah.
Hook. The verse is shorter, and you have to punch it again.
So
and
this-
you have to change the punch to keep the attention to make it tricky.
Case some point now, in dancehall, when you go to a dancehall fete, dancehall,
Yeah, I mean, show,
Dance. There you go,
concert.
dance.
yeah. Now the DJs and them are moving so fast, all they hit you, they put big one.
Yeah.
So
It's
if
the
you don't
first
know
line,
that song,
first
if you're
line.
not knowledgeable of that song,
You could just leave the
So
the
you
event
don't
like,
get to a verse. Usually it's a verse and chorus.
Yeah.
No, it's a punch
And-
line and move.
And you see, we're talking about the artist part of it. It's
Yeah.
brought up a very good point here. Because what's happening now, this is also the perfect opportunity. And the perfect way, which is happening, that's going to happen, we see the DJs are now taking over. The DJs are now the stars and not the artists. Because
but that's a tricky thing, Burger, because imagine you're the one that put in all this work in, right? And because I have a different way of thinking, right? So my business model, and that's what I'm saying as well too, because of the global pandemic, a lot of artists need to change their business model, right? So how
Agreed.
I saw the industry, or how I see the industry now from a global pandemic standpoint is like, I see music as it is a business, and I think a lot of persons take it as a hobby. Right now, I see it as a true business, right?
And it's a lifestyle.
Right, and it is a lifestyle. So that's going to lead into my next question. Given the pandemic now, is it a case where, how could I put, would there be more opportunities for fans to be more exclusive? Because a lot of artists normally pop up, release their music, do their promo run, disappear.
that's how it's working.
This is what I'm asking. Given the pandemic, is it a case where now artists have to let a lot more of their fans into their everyday life,
Yes.
their journey?
And you know what? It's being done. See, if you look at the artists who are hitting right now,
Yeah.
the artists who you see are popular, that catch people's attention, the Cardi B's, everyday life in and out, Shensia, everyday life in and out.
So pretty much they're using their social media as-
they use the Shensia, that's their marketing platform, the social media, so they let people in on their everyday life. They always give them content.
But this is my problem though. But not even a problem, this is my concern though. Approach them and ask them to do a reality show, majority of them will say, no, I'm not doing a reality show.
Depends
That's
on the band.
no, but hold on, that's corny, right? Then they're pretty much doing a reality show every single day on their social media.
Yeah.
You have to keep the fans' attention.
So yeah, so what I'm saying, so what's the
So
difference is you doing it on social media as opposed to
It
you.
seems
So,
more scripted.
right, so this is what I'm getting at though. So is it a case where they need to be, if they're not going to do that reality show, is it a case where they need to be more on social media? Because I'm of the opinion that sometimes you need to disappear, let them miss you a little bit and then reappear.
Right now, I think everybody wants it more. They don't want to just hear the song. They want to hear the song. They want to see how you live. They want to hear your opinions.
That's a hard lifestyle.
It's a
bro.
hard
That's
lifestyle.
hard
But-
lifestyle.
So let me
you
ask you from
see
an
it-
artist perspective though, because Burger's coming from a not only a producer perspective, but he's a manager as well too.
Yes.
He has managed us already as Eminem Music, right? And he's still, one of our or one of your.
Yes.
You understand? So from you as an artist, do you think it's a bit hectic, invasive, too much
I
to
think
put
it
yourself
works.
out there?
I think it works. Just because of my lifestyle, I don't like too much people inside of the personal day-to-day activities.
Correct.
But it worked with Lowrider. Lowrider was a different artist, which I saw with my own eyes in terms of social media heavy. If Lowrider is in here actually taping right now, you have his phone here, hold on here, taping right here.
Live.
To be honest, and that's what actually works for him in that 2019 year, where he was on social media promoting himself, dancing here, always holding alive. Even to now, when the pandemic is hitting us real hard, he tried to do it. He doesn't get the numbers. No,
But he's still.
He need to find the balance. He need to find the song. and the-
No, the part that I want to get to, which we can't forget, is the mental stability. Mental status, your mental health.
And that's
That's the
a good
part
segue as well too.
That breaks. Why it took me by storm. I went down to 0, came back up to 4, then take back to 2. I'm actually currently at 9 right now.
And people like to see that,
I don't really see it.
It's invasive. It's invasive.
But I think people more connect with you to know that you're human and they can share your vulnerability as well too.
Like, especially in Tegans. In Tegans, You don't want to see that you acting like you're better than them. You don't want you can't act like you're better than me.
No, but this is a serious segue as well too, and a very good topic, because the pandemic hit. We know persons that work in the bank, engineers, all these,
Hotels.
Right, the hotel sector, they took a hit and they had to go home and mentally. So I'm asking you from an artist perspective, you just made mention of it. How hard was it? Was it like
Extremely hard. You can't even quantify it right now.
motivation out the window?
It was extremely hard. I must say, the good thing about COVID, though, it made me put a lot of things in focus. Put family in focus, put my health in focus, put my time in focus. And after a while, I realized the studio wasn't everything. You could have put the studio to the side, and your relationship between you and your spouse gets a little bit tighter.
Yeah.
You understand? A lot of people are getting pregnant this year because of that. Good, man.
Solving all crisis.
See, I had the exact same scenario as you. Like right now, he's struggling with to get in the studio, but he also brings around the other point where you have less music.
Yes, yeah.
Take us right back to less music. We get a different outlook on life and how we take things, and we see it different, and you feel better as a person in some sense, but it kills the music sometimes because,
Right.
I mean, there's some person who find it and keep it going, but clearly from what we see coming out of Antigua right now is not going in that direction.
What have we seen? To be honest, I've only heard from soca, I've only heard 2 soca songs for this year.
About 6 months.
I've heard a lot of dancehall songs, to be honest.
dancehall.
A lot of dancehall, which is a good thing. I mean, they're holding that gap. We're seeing the new artists. Some of them are not as new, but they're now coming out and they're getting the recognition. They're sharing the radio platform and the social media platforms and the streaming platforms with the soca artists.
If a young artist coat right now just bombard the place, it's like this here right here.
But you say bombard, but you have to be. But let's be clear. You have to say bombard with quality music, not just bombard with any
quality music. If they're right, but there's so much artists who would not recognize that had great songs, but were just stifled because there wasn't an opportunity, because the bigger artists were covering
just dominating.
Holding that space tight.
So the tight was the space, but now the space open up.
So now would be the best time.
If I was an artist,
no.
I would go.
Say it now, Burger. The financial aspect to produce all these songs, you have to have a personal studio.
You have to
really go over to you as a producer. Hey, let's come up with this idea. Let's push towards that.
Yeah. We need more people that would actually help, which is very hard because
everything have a cost, Burger.
Honestly, no.
When you say help, no, because for me to help you, I have to see the return on my investment. Whether it's physically, whether it's cash, but whether it's cash or the emotional feel that I get from just helping somebody, or it's just to do it for a writer. The majority of the time, it has to. Somebody have to want to do it, and that need to do it have to come from somewhere. Yeah. Where does that need come from? Because they're facing the same thing that you're facing as well. Everybody's sitting in the same boat.
Well, we need more persons like Burger in the industry. Because Burger inspired me to do the same thing where you do. Find artists out of nowhere, the Tar, the Foots and the One Skis and them and different places. Put them in a studio, give them a sound and let them change Antigua culture. So that's what motivated me to do the same thing. Find the low riders, find the colors, and get them into the studio. Give them a little 1 or 2 crash course here. Put them out and then we create new artists all the time.
Yeah, it's artist development.
And what that does, it makes the Antiguan product rise. And once it rises, me and Burger will be able to reap the benefits in the near future.
But this is the thing. Did that come from? I mean, I know Burger did that, pandemic or no pandemic. But for you, did it come from a situation where the global pandemic hit? You had to look at your business model, look at the culture, look at what at stake for music here in Antigua and Barbuda, and then
No, basically came out from. Actually, the joy of helping somebody feels better to me than actually myself getting all the praise. So, when Burger was helping me out in 2014, he was helping me out. Hey, so boy, you had talent. I remember that down at Valley Church.
Yeah.
You're different. Boy, something. And he said, all right.
I remember that.
And he come over and he said, hey, go work with you. Putting me on stage and me go there, shiny for the other people, 2014.
True.
And you realize that people actually support you.
You come with so much artists.
Yes, we are the Burger now. It becomes... You have backative, you feel good.
So somebody like Burger gave you that inspiration. So the pandemic pretty much amplified it then.
Amplified it. Yeah. What do we need to do? Other persons out there with that experience and that support system,
have the love.
expand your hand.
Just expand. If we all did each man help another man's situation, it will be way better.
That's actually a good idea because I mean, all of us are musicians. Myself, I'm out, but we all in the same group, right? Almost all the Antiguan artists, producers, writers, distribution, managers, everybody's in this group. Over, at least 100 and something people, right? Do you think it would be super impactful if we came up with like an initiative like, okay, for each person that's in here, bring somebody new? As in, go out and find a new artist, go out and find a new producer, go out and find a new writer. You think that command you would just help?
But I think we don't want it to get nasty and ugly. The hardest thing to do in this business is tell somebody, yo, you can't sing. The hardest thing to do in this business is tell somebody, yo,
I know myself.
No, it's a try, not you.
I mean, in the early ages,
tell somebody, you need to leave that. It's hard to tell somebody that the people, the passion for something, they're just not good at it. You know what I'm saying?
No, but this is the thing. This is where we need to redirect them because they can be. A lot of them are good writers,
yes,
but extremely passionate about singing but can't sing. So you have to tell them, listen.
I don't know what to say about that, but Burga, I think Burga is so talented in a way that he aligns himself with everybody and everybody feels comfortable around that one unit. If you want to get 6 artists on a stage and no interruption, no egos being exploded in one area, Burga.
I've seen it because look at all the songs that he do and bring hardly the top artists.
I give him so come on.
Yeah,
everybody feel like I can go to Burga. I feel personally can go to Burga with something. Somebody's music. You have to try please everybody. So
you should run for politics.
No, it's not politics. It's that basically our relationship is not really music based. The core of our relationship is a relationship with 2 individuals.
Okay. But that's the thing. So you're trying to tell me that everybody, even the new artists, you just your friend?
Situations, I like partying, we drink a lot.
True. We go on
adventures, we go on excursions.
The same thing you emulate that don't be trying to follow.
It's not
have a relationship with everybody. You're working with good, we're working with good. Even
I've never done a song for Farm and Happy. Farm and Happy is like family. I've done a song for Benjai. Me and Benjai Lion never do a song. I can go down to a bunch of artists.
I mean, listen, if we start to talk about the amount of top artists and producers you've worked with, we can do the whole show.
You're like family, all of us.
Well, true. I mean, we have had conversations that once you travel, you don't have to worry. You just call somebody and be like, all right, I'm coming in this time.
And you don't go and, approach the first approach in that music. Because sometimes I might see you, okay, you know what? I want to do a song for Menace. But then I forcing that song at Menace so hard that the song, it just too much tension on the song. Me and Menace go live and they get drink and probably one of these times when we out, we party and we start punking iron and it's like in a class. You know what I'm saying?
And then right there, hey, let's not go studio tomorrow.
So that's what it is. It's a natural vibe. And when it's natural like that, I feel it always come out better.
So this is my next question now. Given all these producers and artists that you've worked with across the Caribbean and the world, and even those locally, given the pandemic situation, right? We can't all be in the studio. Now, I've invited you guys here for a workshop that we had pre-pandemic about Soundtrap, which is about pretty much is an online platform where you can go and build your music and actually do it without even leaving the comfort of your home. How have that workshop and utilizing that platform helped in terms of us now in the situation we're in with this global pandemic?
It's worked perfectly. Because what happened is the way that I work with, let's say like Drew, for example, he's in Miami.
Correct.
I'm here. We working together. So when you drop it in there, we can actually do a kind of edit and get a live feel. So it's just a sharing aspect of the actual thing online. The product online. If it's a situation where we use normal Logic and all
you
that
have
stuff,
to bounce.
we have to bounce it, send it.
But
But the live online aspect of it makes it a whole lot easier.
And then you can even connect the live instruments and watch and be like, okay, no, give me a G.
I'm not gone that far.
Oh, you haven't got that far.
I'm more engineer than musician.
Right.
More engineer than musician. I'm more rhythm than musician. But that I can see it happening.
What about you, Menace, in terms of collaboration?
They made the app, the net become smaller. And that's all we needed. Because, other persons are in different spaces of the world. And we just needed an ear. We needed a little different sound. A creative chat room, per se, for us to collaborate and make
lifetime, everything, just like in your studio. But once you have a good internet connection and you subscribe,
like that,
You you know.
Again, after the pandemic, we might have a virtual online session again.
Sleepy, cause me and Sleepy go back and forth. I never did with Sleepy. Cause Sleepy still talking.
Yeah?
So Sleepy still work together. You just get him involved.
I haven't heard a track from Sleepy in a while, so
I have stuff. So you just brought up Sound Trap. You said it just triggered.
Yeah, so now you have to
do it. So now I have to get
Sleepy to sign on and all of that.
Yeah.
So let me answer, just to wrap it up, guys, because I know it's an interesting conversation, but we all have what we need to do on a day-to-day business, and it's Friday.
You don't know. I don't know. Better don't drink.
No, we don't drink.
But you know.
You take a little shot at
that.
So guys, just to wrap up, what would you say to any artist coming out right now, artist, producer, anybody that's in the music space, given the global pandemic situation right now, what advice would you give them right now in terms of navigating the music industry, whether it's new artists, old artists, whatever the case may be?
Go first,
Go.
I would say, and a friend of mine told me this. I'm actually going to reiterate because it went so deep in my head, and it actually made me start to think, because I was at a low place when he said it. And he told me, wherever you are in your life right now, use it. If you're up, use it and be creative with it. If you're down, use it. If you're going through whatever energy, whatever situation, don't make it beat you up to the point where you pull this forward for music. Use whatever you have right now and create. Use it as your driving force for your creation. That's my message.
That's actually a very good message.
Different. Just make that the driving force to be creative, and that might be it.
What about you, Menace?
Basically, just to say to the young creators out there, whatever you may think at the present moment, the world needs you. The world needs you. We need that extra sound, that extra. That different tweak, that vagueness, we need you because you inspire the elders and we also inspire the future. So the thing that we don't actually need you, right? We need you. Give us an input, give us something. You might inspire me.
And on that note, guys,
yes,
we end this podcast. Thank you guys for coming through.
Thank you for having us.
We can talk about music all day, every day, but I think we need to do this at least once a month. What do you guys think? No, I can't punch.
Sausage roll and some patties and food punch, you know.
And nothing local.
The good stuff.
I don't want to do Johnny. If not, I can bring my Mexican friend. His name is Jose Cuervo.
Actually, we can bring Tito back there.